Hey guys, I think I am on. Let's see if it pops up here. Happy day. Let's turn up the volume. There we go. There we go. All right, we're live. My name is Dr. Sharnael Wolverton Sehon. I am with Swiftfire, and today I would like to chat with you just a minute to talk about the differences between worry worship and practicing positivity. And I'm going to give you a little bit of tidbits on how that affects your physical body and your field or your biofield. Because these are really important things in times like this to stay sovereign with all the stuff going on. Let's have a little chat about that. So when we worry, of course, that sets the body into motion for fear. Not a good deal. You can get in fight or flight pretty quick. And you know what we can do, maybe none of you have ever done this, but I'm just saying, some people, when they get down the worry worship thing, it just starts with these thoughts, and then this thought goes to that thought, and this thought goes to that thought, and it's different scenarios of what could happen, and what if this doesn't happen, and what if these things happen, and then if A happens, then we're going to go to C and D and E, but A doesn't happen, really we have a B plan, and all the things of the mental gymnastics going all the way down the road to crazy town. That OCD thought process is not the best for your physical body, because it goes and releases all kinds of cortisols, messes up your brain chemistry, and your body gets signaled that you're in fight or flight. You can go into high beta with brain waves, and there's an orchestra of things that happen that cause your body to drop down your immune system, changes your metabolism so you're not processing food very well, and lots of things, because we're not meant to be in high beta, fight or flight all the time. So being in control of somewhat sovereign mindset and practicing positivity is an art. And I say practice because it does take practice. If you're not just born to be positive, and because the environment of, the news, people, what have you, there seems to be a certain level of low vibration with different things, and we have to stay sovereign. We don't have to, but it's best to be sovereign in that, and to be responsible for our thoughts, and have the mind of Christ. We can have that mind Christ consciousness, but it does take being deliberate. It does take practice. And part of your daily practice can be just sitting down and writing down things that you're grateful for, mentally making a checklist of the positive, always remembering that God's got your back. And when you start to even have a mental thought of any kind that's negative, to stop yourself as soon as possible right there in the moment, catch yourself and switch it with something else, replace it. Now, the scenario that I had in my mind was if you had a car that was sitting at the top of a hill, and you gave it a little bit of a push, and someone was standing in front of the car to stop the car. If the car starts going down the hill, maybe a few inches, it won't take that much to stop the car. You can probably, get in front of the car, a couple people, and just put a stop to it. But once you get that car midway down the hill, a big hill, towards the end, there's going to be a lot of momentum and a lot of weight that is could really actually run you over. And that's how things are mentally too. If we can stop ourselves right in the moment, just to even be aware of what our thoughts are, and stop in the moment that we start going down the hill with our thought processes, we can put a stop to it and be disciplined. The word discipline comes from disciple. So if we can be disciplined or disciples of our mind and stay in the positive and replace it, as we replace these things with something positive, and the best case scenario, and always remembering that God perfects everything that we think about, all of our needs, all of our wants, all that we're requiring, that God even takes care of the birds. He knows the hairs on your head. So I just wanted to to talk about that on the physical, but then also let's talk about the biofield, because biofield, you know, bio is two, meaning both radiating out and also magnetizing back in. And so everything that we think, we get. Everything that we are, we get. So on an electric signature current code, what happens when we worry is that sends messages all through your body, all through your cells, and then it goes out into the biofield, radiates out, affects everybody around us, which isn't cool either, to, you know, to completely drain everyone of, you know, with that negative energy. I'm sure some of you have maybe been around someone with negative energy before, and you can feel it. It's a drain. Don't be a drain. Be a fountain. You know, send out good, positive things. But when we send those things out that are negative, and it goes out and not only sends everything and it affects everybody, but it also magnetizes. So you are a magnet. Your heart and your feelings are magnetic. So what you do is you start collecting more fearful situations, more fearful people, and you start being a collector of things that can cause even more of a ripple effect for more fear opportunities. So the more that we can get a handle on anything that's going on in the mindset and in the heart, the better outcomes we're going to have, and we're going to start seeing some better patterns in your life. So again, I just wanted to check in with you guys and remind you of that. Get out a grateful journal and start writing all the things. You could do outcome mapping. You can have some 2 or 3 decrees that you just have all the time memorized, like only God touches me, God always has my back, everything works out for me. You know, Romans 8:28 is a good one too. All things work together according to those who love him, and I love him. God is the only power and presence acting here. That's one. Or God, only God sees me, only God touches me, only God hears me, only God feels me, only God hears me. And what I mean by that is, and those are some from Robert Tennyson Stevens, meaning that everyone who sees you or comes in your realm can only see you, hear you, and speak to you or feel you the way God would. So, I mean, that's a good one to put out as far as energy. I am the ascended Jesus Christ's permanent light, love, and victory already attained in my health, in my marriage, in my family, in my finances, in my job, in my children. You know, that's another one you can just fill in the blank with too. So anyway, just wanted to give that little reminder. I hope you will share and tag and let a lot of people get this so we can all bring high vibes to everyone all over the world today. I hope you're having a great Friday, and we will talk soon. All right, bye.